Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel with Life with Miss Sage, and it is Math Monday, so we will be talking all things multiples. So we're going to look at how to find multiples and looking at LCM, least common multiple. So I hope this helps you, and let's get started. Remember, I do make a mistake in my video for my students to identify, and teachers are more than welcome to use that in their classroom as well. Also, if you want access to this document, feel free to email me. My email is in the description box below, and I will be more than happy to share it with you. Multiples. A multiple is a number multiplied by an integer. To find multiples, start by multiplying the given number or numbers by 2 and continue multiplying by 3, 4, 5. So just a little hint that I tell my students, if the question doesn't specify, list the first 4 multiples of a number. You can use multiples to find the least common multiple of 2 or more given numbers. So the least common multiple, and you'll also see it as LCM, and that is the smallest positive number that is a multiple of 2 or more given numbers. We are going to use our Workmat again today, and when we use our Workmat, we start with concrete, and we use manipulatives, and then we go to semi-concrete where we model, and then we go to abstract where we use symbols and different techniques. So let's start with our concrete. We're going to look at multiples of 4. So to find multiples, you are just multiplying, but I'm going to start with 4 unit cubes. When we're looking at multiples, this is our first multiple. We have one group of 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. So the first multiple of 4, and I'm just going to kind of label up here, we're doing multiples of multiples of 4. So here we have one group of 4. So our first multiple is 4. And then to find our second multiple, we're just going to add another group of 4. So here we have 2 groups of 4. So our second multiple would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we have 2 groups of 4, and so the second multiple is 8. And then we're going to add another group of 4. We're just multiplying. Multiples, multiplying. It sounds a lot alike is what I tell my students. So here we have 3 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3. And total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the third multiple of 4 is 12. Let's just do one more group of 4. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 4, and count the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So my fourth multiple of 4 is 16. Now let's move to this semi-concrete, which is also modeling. I can start with my groups of 4. And this just shows one group of 1, 2, 3, 4. Our first multiple is 4. When I want to find my second multiple, I draw a second group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 groups of 4, or 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. I can draw another group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 groups of 4 is 12. To find one more multiple, I draw another group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 4 groups of 4, or 4 times 4 is 16. And now I have my first 4 multiples of 4. Now let's look at the abstract, or the symbols. When I'm finding multiples, I'm really just taking 4. I'm going to start with 1, and I'm multiplying. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. If I'm going to list my first 4 multiples of 4, and then when I list them, I just use commas. 8, 12, 16. Now, in a minute, we're going to look at examples to find LCM, or least common multiple, and that's when I use the M method. You're going to be getting 2 numbers. So like here would be 4 and 3, and I use the M method. I put the numbers that I want to find the multiples of on the top, and then I list my multiples down the side, and I'll show you more of that in an example. So here's our Workmat for multiples of 4. Let's look at the first 4 multiples of 12. Remember, multiples are just multiplying the number that they give you. So 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3, 36. And 12 times 4 is 48. They want the first 4 multiples, and I multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, in my answer, when I list them, I separate them by commas. The first 4 multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, and 48. What is the LCM of 3 and 8? This is where the M method will come into play. I'm going to start listing multiples down the side of my M, and M is for multiples. I'm going to start with 1, and 3 times 1 is 3, and 8 times 1 is 8. Those are already listed at the top, so I'm not going to rewrite them. Then I can multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 times 2 is 16. Then I look, do I have anything in common here? Not yet. 3 times 3 is 9. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 4, 12. 8 times 4, 32. And I still don't have anything in common here. Remember, LCM stands for least common multiple. 3 times 5 is 15. 8 times 5, 40. 3 times 6, 18. 8 times 6, 48. And you can extend your M as you need to. 3 times 7 is 21. 8 times 7, 56. 3 times 8, 24. 8 times 8, 64. Now I do have something in common. And this is my least common multiple. They do have other numbers that they have in common, but you want the least. So the first one that you get to, that will be your least common multiple. And I just tell my students, write it there. Now you know that is your least common multiple. The least common multiple of 3 and 8 is 24. And I also just tell my students, if you notice, when we multiplied by 3, I got 9 with 3, but I also got 24 with 8, which is our LCM. So when you are finding multiples and you multiply the two numbers given, that's going to be your least common multiple. So I technically didn't have to continue, but I just wanted to show you all how that worked. What is the LCM of 7 and 12? Let's start with our M and 12. 7 times 1 is 7. 12 times 1 is 12. I already have them listed. 7 times 2 is 14. 12 times 2 is 24. 7 times 3 is 21. 12 times 3, 36. 7 times 4, 28. 12 times 4, 48. 7 times 5, 35. 12 times 5, 60. And looking, do I have anything in common yet? No. 7 times 6, 42. 12 times 6, 72. 7 times 7, 49. 12 times 7 is 84. Let's check to see if I have anything in common yet, and I don't. 7 times, and let's just talk about this one. This goes back to that little tip. I can continue multiplying by 8, 9, 10, but since I multiplied 12 times 7 here, I got 84. That just means that 84 will be my least common multiple because that's just the numbers multiplied by each other. What is the LCM of 7 and 12? 84. What is the LCM of 3 and 12? Remember, I always multiply by 1 first, and that's just the numbers given. Let's start with 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 12 times 2, 24. 3 times 3 is 9. 12 times 3, 36. 3 times 4, 12. 12 times 4, 48. Now let's check. Do I have anything in common? And I do. Remember, sometimes the number itself can be its least common multiple. That's the smallest number that they both have in common. So what is the LCM of 3? Whoa, did not real major typos. What is the LCM of 3 and 12? And it is 12. Now we're going to look at the LCM of 2, 4, and 5. So now we have 3 numbers. And in this case, our M's going to kind of look a little bit different. We might just kind of add another little hump over here for our numbers. 2, 4, 5, just to help us list our numbers. Keep them in order. I like to keep them in order in the cleanest method. So 2 times 1, 4 times 1, 5 times 1. Now let's multiply them all by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2, 8, 5 times 2, 10. Now 3 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3, 15. Now 4, so 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4, 20. Now let's do 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. 4 times 5, 20. 5 times 5, 25. And I'm just going to stop here and tell you all a little thing, because looking at this, do I have any least common multiples yet? No, but 4 and 5 do. 4 and 5 have 20. Let's think, is 20 a multiple of 2? If I keep multiplying, will I get 20? And yes, and this is where knowing your divisibility rules will help tremendously, because you could have started off saying, okay, 5. I know multiples of 5 only end in 5 and 0. So then I could think about all of the multiples that end in a 0 or a 5 for 4. Then all of the multiples that would end in a 0 or a 5 for 2. And really, 4 and 2 only have multiples that end in 0 that would be common with 5. And the first one that they would have is 20. Then I know that the LCM of 2, 4, and 5 is 20. So finding the least common multiple of 3 numbers is a little bit more difficult, but you all can still do it. And word problem time. Miss H is making gift bags for Lacey's birthday party. Many ears come in packs of 6 and many bows come in packs of 8. She needs to make 20 gift bags. How many packs of each should she buy to have enough to fill the gift bags, but still spend the least amount of money? And that least tells you right there you're wanting the LCM. And the 2 numbers that you're wanting the LCM of, you're buying those mini ears and mini bows of 6 and 8. So let's use our M, 6 and 8. And the good thing about this is it's telling us a stopping point. We know that once we get our numbers to 20, that's where we can kind of stop with our multiples. So 6 times 2 is 12. 8 times 2, 16. Do I have enough for my gift bag yet? No, because I need 20. I need 20 of each in each gift bag. Or I need 1 of each in each gift bag, but I'm making 20. Let's keep going. 6 times 3, 18. 8 times 3, 24. I've hit 20 with the 8, and I know this is the first multiple, second multiple, third multiple. I'm just going to circle those so you all don't get confused that these are the multiples listed. Then 6 times 4 is 24. And now I've hit that least common multiple of 24. So I know that when I buy my packs, I'm going to end up having 24 of the items. Because if I buy 18 or 12, then I'm not going to have enough. And this is my first multiple, second multiple, fourth multiple, fifth multiple. Now, I know that I'm going to be buying 24, but let's look back at the question. How many packs of each should she buy to have enough to fill the gift bags, but still spend the least amount of money? So are they asking for the least common multiple? No. But we're going to be using the least common multiple and saying that I need to buy. And remember, the 8 goes with the mini bows. So I know I'm going to have to buy 3 packs of mini bows. And then I know I'm going to have to buy 5 packs, and the 6 goes with the mini ears. So 5 packs of mini ears. And this would be my answer. I hope you all enjoyed this video and gained a better understanding of multiples and least common multiple, and found something that you can use in your classroom or in your classes. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Comment in the comments below what your favorite example was, or anything that you learned, or the strategy that you liked. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a Math Monday. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Bye, y'all.